So I want to give you a business mini masterclass today. I've been doing a lot of studying and taking a look at what a lot of businesses have been doing to respond to the COVID-19 situation, the crisis that we're all facing globally. And there's some things that we need to think about here. And there actually been a lot of studies already done about businesses in this day and age. I've accumulated a lot of that information. I want to share just really kind of one key point here for today. So what is that key point? The key point is, what can and should a brand be doing right now during a crisis? This crisis, any crisis. Why? Well, you're a brand, and your brand is attached to a brand. So let's say you're in a Remax brokerage, or you're a Remax agent, or let's say you have another business, a pizza parlor, or whatever it might be. But you're a brand. No matter what you do, you're affiliated with a brand. So what should brands be doing? And it's interesting because there were a lot of studies of what did brands do and what are they continuously progressively doing during this time. This is really important, really important. And I'm going to give you three words that matter here. Three words: there, care, and share. And I broke it down into three words because I want it to be easy to remember. The first word, there. This is important because it's important that you are there. And what took me about a lot of these surveys is that nearly a quarter of brands disappeared on the front end of the COVID-19 situation. And you start to see some reemerge, and you still see some that are just absolutely missing, absolutely missing. And you kind of have to wonder, why are they missing right now? And where did they go? What happened was a lot of people took and they just decreased their marketing spend. They decreased any sort of spend on anything like that. And a lot of those sectors of a business were furloughed or laid off or closed down or something like that. That's entirely the wrong approach. Okay? People want to see you present because take comfort in something we're used to seeing. And it starts to make people look around. It makes people look around. So just think about your industry, whatever that industry is. And I know in our industry, different businesses have hit. Ours has massively come out to help, to be there for people, to be there where people need that, because you need to know that we're all in this together. Nobody's really fighting a different battle here. We're all fighting the same battle against the same demon here, and we all need to see each other. So it's incredibly important that a brand be there. So if you, on your individual level in your business, if you're a real estate agent, a brokerage, if you're a mortgage LO, if you, like I mentioned, a pizza parlor, if you run some sort of a food establishment, or really any business, and your business has disappeared off the map to your customers, you got a problem. You got a big problem. You have to be there. So a good way to think about this is pick up the phone and call some of your customers and say, have you seen our business during this downturn? I'm doing a marketing survey. We care about what's going on here, but find a way of finding that out. And generally, you probably know the answer. You can probably go on social media and look. Has your business contributed to some sort of a message during this time? And not just once, but repeatedly. So that's the first one. The first word is there. The next one is care. Okay, you got to care. You're human. You're going through this by their side. You're not them. You're not them. You're you. But you know, because you're going through it too. So you have a family, you have a life, you have health, you have loved ones. They want to see you as well. So we're all going through this. I have friends who've had COVID-19, coronavirus. I know of people that have had it, things like that. Reality is, everybody's going through it. We have real estate agents in the Remax network that have had it, that have it. every person in society probably knows somebody that has. Just be okay with that, and care. Okay, care that you understand and see that it's happening out there, and that you're a human. Your messaging has to care. Your messaging has to deeply care. So there are two things to think about here, and that's emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. Emotional intelligence is empathy, caring about other people's feelings. Okay, you got to have that. You have to care about other people's feelings. You can't be throwing a sales pitch at people. You got to care about their feelings. How are you? Are you doing okay? Because we as human beings do care about each other. If you don't care about other people, then we got a bigger problem. That's another class. Okay. So I'm sure you're an empathetic human being. Exercise your empathy, deploy your empathy. The second thing is emotional maturity. That's self-awareness. That's how do you come across in your caring. That is how do you deploy your actions. So empathy is understanding theirs and caring about them. Maturity, in the maturity and self-awareness, how you deploy your responses. So think about that. So you got to show that you care. Okay? You got to be a leader. Leaders care. So the third one is that you share. Sharing is delivering value. It's delivering information. Is bringing somebody something that does not sell or scare. Okay? So what can you bring? You can bring helping. You can bring caring. And usually people don't want a gadget or a widget during a challenging time. It's interesting. They're not looking for a gadget or widget. We all know that there's not some sort of a magic pill or magic wand or, something mystical that makes the coronavirus go away. We know that we have to go through these different processes in life to try and stay healthy and well. The social distancing, the hygiene purposes, and sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay. And you just got to understand that whatever happens, but do your very best to avoid it because you can decrease your odds of getting it. So people aren't looking for a widget. They're looking for information. More than anything, information, the CARES Act information, or what should I be doing in my business right now to survive this information? Or some people are growing their businesses right now. What should I be doing in my business to grow it right now? So you got to share value, share ideas, share philosophies. There's a lot of creative stuff that's happening right now. In fact, there are a lot of business shifts that are happening right now because new techniques are coming out in business. So if you're a business partner, passing along strategy, direction, business insight, data. If you're a service provider, you're adjusting to help for the greater good. We saw a lot of people from different major manufacturers stopped making what they were making, be it cars or electronics or whatever, to make ventilators and masks and things like that during this time. So help where you can. Some places you can, some places you can't, but help where you can. So, just be curious as well. What's going on? Where can you help? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? Things like that. And then learn those words that people are using and use those words back because people will listen to the words that they're saying. If somebody's saying something that's a challenge to them and they hear that word, they seek that word as being part of the solution. So if I'm talking about, tires, for instance, I saw something drive by tires. If I'm talking about tires, and you come back to me and talk about tires, I'm going to listen because that's fresh in my head. That is something that is identified by me. So listen. Leaders listen. They ask good questions and they listen and they care and they help develop responses based upon that caring. So those are three things I really for all brands, for all businesses. This is going to be a business masterclass. It really is 3 key points that you should be thinking about. Be out there, show that you care, and share value information. So think about that when you're working in your business next. It could be right now, it could be later today, or it could be tomorrow. But you should be working in your business. You should be occupying your time and working on being fulfilled, helping other people, making sure that your brand is present, because people want to see your brand present. So that's my thought for the day. Going to head back to more video calls because we're getting really good at these, and frankly, they're kind of fun. So anyhow, thanks for all you do. Love you guys. Certainly appreciate everybody that's helping each other. Don't hide, lead. Leaders lead, hiders hide. Be a leader. Okay. Remember, be safe, be well, be strong. Catch you next time. See you.